Hello and welcome. You tune into Market Fatafat with me, Ankita Saxena. Well, this is the show where we take you through all the buzzers in trade, either on the back of news flow or on the back of technical charts. But first up, let's take stock of how the markets are shaping up. Not looking good as far as the markets are concerned. Look at Nifty; it's in a free fall. In fact, there is no recovery coming since morning. We broke below the 23,500 psychological levels. Then we slipped below the 23,350 levels as well. We are down 0.9%, almost a percent. The Sensex is seeing sharper cuts. It's down almost 737 points. Nifty Bank also following suit, seeing cuts of almost 300 points in trade today. There is no recovery coming in either three of them. It's a one-way decline that we see coming in there. Broader markets, however, are seeing sharper cuts. In fact, the selling has intensified in the broader markets. Mid caps, small caps, both down. Mid cap is down 2.2%. Small caps trading with cuts of 2.3%. And sectorally also, all the sectors are trading in the red. We did have some breather coming in on the FMCG pack in the morning, but that also turned flat. It is actually flat and it is flip-flopping between the red and the green right now. But all the major sectors are trading in the red. Nifty Realty is a top sectoral loser, and Nifty Metal is also really taking it on the chin. Of course, after that Trump threat of imposing 25% tariffs on the imports of steel and aluminium, that is weighing down the steel, the metal pack, also the pharma pack, because he also mentioned the pharma pack, and a lot of Indian pharma companies have an exposure to the US markets. They sell in the US markets, and therefore we have all the pharma pack also reeling under pressure, especially companies like Dr. Reddy or Cipla. That's a major, US is a major market for these Indian companies, and so the pharma pack is also reeling under pressure. But that's largely how the market is shaping up. Let's get down to the stock specific action then, and to tell you what is happening with the stocks and why it's happening, let me get on board our techie for the day, and also Ansh, who's joining us from our research team. Hi, good afternoon to both of you. Thank you so much, Sameet and Ansh. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's get started with all the stocks that are in focus. First up is an earnings candidate, VATech Wabag. Now, in this somber market, VATech Wabag is though it's shining like a beacon. After a good set of results that it has posted, even though that has managed to give up all the morning gains, it is up 2.8%. It was up 5% in the morning. Good set of results coming in there. Revenue is up 15% on a year-on-year basis. The net profit is up 11.6%. EBITDA is seeing an uptick of 1.5% on a year-on-year basis, and the margin is a pain point for VATech Wabag. That is down 166 basis points on a year-on-year basis. But VATech Wabag has also secured an order which is worth almost 3,251 crores. Big order win coming in from there, and the key, rise in the key financial metrics of VATech Wabag. It's a key player in the water treatment sector, and it was reported that the company is committed to seeing more demand for water solutions in the quarter under review, and also the strong quarterly performance has come in. For the company, it continues to expand its presence in water treatment industry, securing contracts both in India and abroad. So good order book, strong order book, good set of results coming in for VATech Wabag. Stock is up 2.8% in trade today. But moving on then, we also had VATech Wabag's management on us. We had the CFO who was speaking to ET Now. Let's go across and take a look at what he had to say about the order book coming in for VATech Wabag.
We have given a medium-term outlook in the last year for a 3 to 5 year period, where a 15 to 20% top-line growth with a 13 to 15% range of EBITDA is what we committed to the market. Till now, we have been able to maintain that, and you will see that the growth will continue to spur over the next 3 to 5 years. We will build the sewage treatment plant on advanced technology, and the civil partner MGC will do the transmission line and the reservoir, which is more the civil heavy part. So we will remain the technology partner and the leader, while they will remain the consortium member and the civil partner for this project. From a revenue perspective, this order will give about 1,700 crores to Wabag out of the total consortium order. This will pan out over the next 2.5 to 3 years.
All right, that's the management of BA Tech Babag on a good show as far as the quarter 3 numbers are concerned. But coming to you, Sameet, you have picked out a banking name for us. Kotak Bank is the name you have picked out. That's up almost 1% in trade today. But last 6 months, it is actually in the last 1 month that the stock has started moving up. It's up 10% in the last 1 month. Tell us, where do you see this stock headed on the charts?
This stock has been clearly, bucking its most of the outperforming its most of the peer counters, and it has been, bucking the overall trend that we have been witnessing in the broader market since last few days. The stock has already, climbed up to its previous highs, and now it's knocking the door around 2000. So overall, the chart structure looks quite robust. Recently we witnessed a good consolidation in this counter, which is now forming a bullish flat pattern on daily time frame chart. So once the stock surpasses 1960-65 on a closing basis, you could see the stock then heading towards 2040 and 2080. These are the next important levels to watch out.
Right, so those are the next important levels. In fact, it is closing very close to its 52-week high, and like Sameet mentioned, if it manages to cross that, then the upside is going to be around 2000 odd levels. But moving on to you, Ansh, MTNL is a name you have picked out. Big news coming in for MTNL. The stock was also trading with gains on Friday as well on the back of a news flow. But what is powering the stock today? Tell us.
So our sources have said that Indian government has actually approved 6,000 crore in additional financial support for BSNL and MTNL, and this funding will be used to expand BSNL's 4G services and provide 4G connectivity to MTNL customers. Additionally, starting from 15th of Feb, government is expected to issue tenders for land monetization of BSNL and MTNL assets, which is a positive sign for the stock. Also, if you see the chart, then stock actually touched its 2-week high level, was up by around 10% in the morning, but due to market pressure, it has come down, but it is still holding on to gains of more than 2% currently.
All right, moving on from MTNL to Redington now. Sameet, tell us, you picked out Redington on the charts for us. Tell us, what are you seeing on the charts for Redington?
So overall, if you see, stock has already given a stellar move in last 4-5 trading sessions, and we were closely tracking this counter since Friday itself. In fact, as a disclosure, we have recommended this to our clients, around 230 to 32 on Friday, and we are expecting this stock to head towards 248. So 248, 246 is our immediate target, and the kind of resilience this stock is showing overall. If you see price accompanied by strong, robust volumes on daily time frame charts, stock has already given a decisive breakout from bullish, cup and handle pattern. So 248 is the immediate level to watch out for, but sooner or later will not be surprised to see this stock even heading toward 270 in coming weeks.
All right, the immediate levels 248 on Redington. That's the word coming in from Sameet. But moving on and taking a breather from all the stocks, in a lead up to the India Energy Week 2025, India's position in the global energy markets has been a topic of significant discussion. While the country continues to navigate complex international dynamics to secure affordable and reliable energy supplies for its populace. Now, set to commence on February 11th at Yashobhumi, Dwarka in New Delhi, India Energy Week 2025 will highlight energy access, security, affordability and sustainability while encouraging cross-border cooperation and collaboration. At a recent press conference, Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri shed light on India's approach to engaging with global energy suppliers and the strategies employed to mitigate market volatility. He also touched upon the importance of diversifying energy sources to ensure long-term stability. Here's his insights on India's provocative measures in global energy arena.
The Prime Minister's commitment is to making energy available at all times in the most affordable manner, along with transition to green energy, okay? So we are not committed to buying any quantity from anyone. We are committed to buying the most economically priced energy of the grade of crude that you want at all points of time. Today, the most important thing is energy is available in abundant supply. What do I mean by that? More and more crude is coming onto the market in spite of the cutbacks which came from some other producers. Today, Western Hemisphere, more energy is coming on. The industry requires adjustment, investment, etc. And also a lot of depends on the international price. If the international price falls beyond a little bit, which is music to the ears of someone like me, some people may not think it worthwhile putting large amounts of money in the E&P business. But these are all situations which we navigate as we go along.
Welcome back. You're tuned into Market Fatafat, where we are taking you through all the stocks that are buzzing in trade, either on the back of news flow or on the back of technicals. And Sameet and Ansh are there with us to get you a lowdown on all these stocks. Sameet, Tata Steel is a name that you picked out for us. An entire steel basket, entire metal basket, in fact, is reeling under selling pressure, of course, in the back of that Trump threat of 25% tariff on the imports of steel and aluminium. And no wonder then Tata Steel is completely down and out, 3.2% in trade today. But speaking of the overall chart also, Tata Steel has really started moving up in the last 1 month, because before that, last 6 months, it has been in a consolidation phase, right? So Sameet, tell us from here on, where do you see Tata Steel headed?
See, honestly speaking, Friday's move was quite deceptive, and we got deceived by it. In fact, we had recommended this to our clients around 134, 136. In fact, we got stopped out the kind of pullback, massive sell-off that we have been witnessing since morning. Obviously, it has to do with a lot of geopolitical thing. But overall, if you see, stock had managed to show some resilience. It has already formed a good base around 120, 125 kind of zone, and then started moving higher. But today's move, as I said, was deceptive, and now it becomes very challenging for this particular stock to surpass 138 and 141, which is the strong barrier which coincides with the 89 days exponential moving average. So as of now, we would expect some time-wise consolidation before this stock surpasses this crucial hurdle. But overall, we believe that at lower level, this stock is likely to attract some sort of buying, interest. So 125, 127, these are the next important supports to watch out for. And as I said, once this stock surpasses 141 on a closing basis, we could see a good rally unfolding in this stock. So meanwhile, we would expect consolidation, 141 on the higher side, 125, 127 on the lower side.
All right. With that, we're completely out of time. So Sameet and Ansh, thank you so much for joining us. But with the India Energy Week set to commence its third edition from 11 to 14th of February, conversations around the event's highlights and propositions for budding and established entrepreneurs is coming to the fore. To be held at Yashobhoomi Dwarka, New Delhi, this year's event is putting forth many propositions to further promote the spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation in India. Well, in the same regard, the event will have a lot of attractions for the general audience and the entrepreneurs in the nation, highlighting cutting-edge advancements and allowing conversations and interactions with the market influencers, leaders and policymakers are amongst the many USPs of the event this year. Pankaj Jain, Secretary, Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, elaborated on these aspects of the event during the recent press conference, relaying details like the hackathons to be held at the venue. Here's what he had to say about the event.
The fact that we have, an open to the exhibition itself becomes open to the public, particularly on day 4, where it's fully available, and a lot of people can actually go to the site and be able to access even on the first 3 days. And this is not paid for. This is, at request we can do that. This also enables a lot of students, lot of people who are working in the area to be able to see and interact with oil industry majors, to see pavilions and to see cutting edge work happening in oil and gas in various parts of the world. All that gets showcased here. The other big thing here is about the engagement with startups and the engagements around technology. So there is a hackathon which is part of this event. There is a startup challenge which is called the Avinya Energy Startup Challenge 2.0. That is also happening here. So that's the other element here.